You're only just getting out of there?
It's Christmas Eve. Lots of kids were calling in with last-minute requests. Such is the burden you carry when you're one of Santa's helpers.
I still think you should have boycotted that Santa hotline after the way they treated me when I volunteered there last year.
I understand why you were upset, but honestly, I think it was fair how they handled the situation.
They banned me for life.
For saying something inappropriate to a child who called the hotline expecting to speak to Santa or one of his elves.
It wasn't that inappropriate.
Do you even remember what you said?
I mean, not word for word.
What did you say?
This kid was asking for a whole bunch of stuff, just like an endless list of toys he wanted, and I said, well, if I have to get all those gifts for you, that's really going to cut into my gooning time.
And you consider that an appropriate thing to say to a child calling into a Santa hotline to pass on his Christmas wish list?
I said it in character as Santa. And anyway, how did that kid even know what gooning was? His irate mother should have looked in the mirror, maybe, instead of calling the manager to snitch on me. She's the one bringing that child up in a home where he knows what gooning is, at his tender age. But that's how it goes. Nobody wants to look within and take responsibility for themselves.
How old were you when you learned what gooning is?
Oh, I think it was only like a week before that happened last year. Probably why I said it, because it was on my mind at the time. Like, a lot.
Oi, are we gonna get to move on or just sit here all goddamn evening? Because if it's the second one, I'm gonna start gooning.
Okay, well, Jack and I need to swing by the theater and pick up Hans, and then we'll all meet you at the restaurant.
Sounds good. See you in a bit. Where'd my shoes run off to? What the hell?
Oh shit! Don't fucking move! Put your fucking hands down! I didn't say put your hands up! Let me see him up again. Okay, yeah, I do like that better. Stay just like that, or...
Okay. You don't have to blow my head off. It was just a suggestion.
I don't think setting off homemade black powder fireworks in the parking lot outside the restaurant is an appropriate way to celebrate Christmas.
Not even when it's a Chinese restaurant.
I don't think that makes any difference. But I apologize if I raised my voice.
You didn't. I just automatically interpret it as an aggressive personal attack whenever someone disagrees with me. It saves time, and it helps me to rationalize my own belligerence.
I see. So, I never asked you what made you change your mind and say yes when I invited you to volunteer for the Santa hotline this year.
No, you didn't.
What made you change your mind and say yes when I invited you to volunteer for the Santa hotline this year?
Good opportunity to work on my people skills, innit?
I suppose so. Did you have any particularly interesting calls this year?
A few days ago, I had a little girl ask me to keep her parents from getting a divorce.
That poor child. Those calls are always so tough. What did you say?
I told her not to worry about it, that her parents weren't splitting up anytime soon.
Jack, you can't say something like that to a kid who calls the Santa hotline and asks for something like that.
Why not?
Because you don't have any control over whether or not her parents get a divorce.
The hell I don't. I got the kid's name and address. And the next day, I tailed her father until I found out where his mistress lived. I snuck up to the bedroom window, took a few compromising photographs, and after he left the mistress's house, I tailed him back home, caught him in the driveway before he went inside, showed him the photos I took, and told him if he tried to leave, I'd send the photos to his wife's divorce lawyer so she could take him to the cleaners. I told him if he knows what's good for him, he'll break things off with the mistress and forget about leaving his wife at least until the little girl is out of school. I also may have implied that I'd planted a bomb in his car, and if I heard about him filing for divorce, I'd trigger it remotely and blow him to hell in 1,000 pieces.
Blackmailing and threatening the man to not divorce his wife isn't going to suddenly make their marriage happy.
The little girl didn't ask me to keep her parents happy, did she? She asked me to keep him from getting a divorce, which I delivered. And it's not even Christmas yet.
I'm starting to see how those people skills are paying off. You didn't actually plant a bomb in his car, did you?
Of course not. When would I have had time to plant a bomb?
Good point. I guess I didn't think about that. I do have another question, though.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm cracking your safe.
Yes, obviously, but why? What are you expecting to find in there? How do you even know I have a safe? Also, are you actually a Christmas elf? Because I don't think this is a smart move for that career, especially if this situation goes tits up.
I'll just have to make sure it stays tits down, won't I?
If you tell me what you want and put the gun down, maybe we can work something out.
You want to work something out? You want me to leave? Fine. Get your ass over here and open this safe and I'll take what I came for and be on my way.
What do you think is in there?
You tell me.
What?
Tell me what's in the safe or I'll fucking kill you right now!
I don't know what's in the safe.
How do you not know what's in a safe in your own house?
How do you break into a house to rob a safe when you don't know what's in it?
I will answer all your questions, one at a time, my friends.
So you're starring in a Christmas play?
Not a question, but yeah, I am starring in a Christmas play. You're Scrooge, then? 9, it is not a production of A Christmas Carol. It is an original piece by a local playwright.
What's it called?
Thief of Joy. You're the playwright, then? 9, I am merely the co-writer. I have acquired the right to produce this play, and also to revise the script to better suit my directorial point of view.
You're directing it as well.
Yeah, though that was not initially the plan. I was forced to terminate the director I hired due to an irreconcilable creative conflict. He was a champion of the original script and lacked the courage to embrace my version, and so I had no choice but to sacrifice him on the altar of my art. Changed the title, did you? Yeah, Thief of Joy is my own title. What's the old title, then? Christmas Miracle at the Orphanage.
Your version does sound funnier.
It's not fucking funny!
It's a little funny. You're saying you've been hiding in my house for like a month waiting for a chance to try and crack my safe, and all this time you've had no idea what's even in it?
I haven't been hiding. I've been sitting on your goddamn fireplace.
Under false pretenses.
Stop stalling and open the goddamn safe!
I told you I can't. This house belonged to my grandparents. That was my grandfather's safe. I don't know the combination.
But you know where the combination is!
Not really.
Your grandfather's old coffee clutch still meets at the Roy Rogers on Burhan's Boulevard, and to this day those ancient bastards talk about the stash he used to brag about having locked up in his safe. I don't know if it's cash, or drugs, or the family jewels, but if it's the last thing I ever do, I am leaving this goddamn house with it!
How do you know about my pap's coffee clutch?
I go to Roy's for breakfast. I like their coffee, okay?
You think Roy's coffee is better than McDonald's?
What the fuck is that to you?
I'm just asking.
I also like their home fries.
Oh, I'm with you there. Those little round fried potatoes, those are great. You gotta get them when they're fresh, though.
That goes without saying. What the fuck is that?
It's my phone. Calm down. Jesus Christ.
Don't tell me to calm down. It's dismissive and condescending.
Okay. Sorry. Can I answer it? It's probably Stuffy. If I don't pick up, he'll know something's wrong.
Fine. But don't tell him anything about this.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, where are you? We're at the restaurant. I thought you'd be here already.
Sorry. I ran into a slight snag.
That's okay. Will you be here soon?
No, actually, can you come back here? I was moving a load of laundry from the washer to the dryer, and I accidentally pulled the washing machine over on top of me, and now I'm trapped.
Since that sounds completely plausible, I'll be right there.
Okay, see you soon.
Who the fuck does laundry on Christmas Eve?
If you want, you two can go in and wait for us in the restaurant.
Absolutely not. We all go in together or not at all. Yeah, it is all for one and one for all. And I'm not going in there only for you and that big bastard to not show up and leave me stuck paying for my own food. Not on Christmas.
All right. Hopefully this won't take too long.
What the fuck was that?
You said not to tell him anything about this, and I didn't.
You knew what I meant.
This is good for you. I don't know the combination, but Stuffy does. When he gets here, he can open the safe.
Really?
Yes! See? This is good for everyone.
Except you.
What?
Once Stuffy arrives and confirms that he can open the safe, I'll have no more use for you, so I can go ahead and kill you.
Can I call him back?
No! What kind of people go out to eat at a Chinese restaurant on Christmas anyway?
I don't know, Jews? Muslims? Families whose traditional dinner was ruined by the neighbor's rampaging bloodhounds?
You're not any of those.
It's just what we do. We've all been friends for a long time, and we like to get together on Christmas Eve and have dinner at Rick's Guangzhou Garden. Don't you have any Christmas traditions?
You're looking at it.
Robbing my house?
Not your house, numbskull. A house. A house. I spend all year gathering information about potential targets, and then on Christmas Eve I pluck the ripest plum, which this year is you and your safe of secret treasure.
You do this every year?
Yeah.
Every year since when?
Since, I don't know, several years.
Because it sounds like the plot of Bad Santa.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It sounds exactly like Bad Santa. You're even attempting to crack a safe.
It's nothing like that. It's my own thing that I came up with. I even named it. I call it Christmas para mí. Christmas para mí?
I don't speak any languages other than English, I'm sorry.
Más para mí. It means more for me in Spanish. It's funny.
So it's like wordplay.
It's really clever and funny wordplay, yes.
Can you at least admit that it's mostly to amuse yourself? Because I don't think many other people will get it.
Other people get it.
Okay.
600 million people speak Spanish.
So I've heard. That number always seemed high to me.
What are you doing?
That's exactly what I said.
Who's that? Is that Stuffy? Stuffy, get the fuck in here and open this safe.
Who is that?
It's the elf on a shelf you put on the mantle. It turns out he's a gun-wielding burglar.
I didn't get the elf on the shelf. I thought you did.
Hey, you'll have plenty of time to argue over which one of you is the bigger dumbass in hell. Stuffy, get in here and open this safe.
Please don't hurt anyone.
What the fuck are the other two doing here? God damn it, now I've got to watch all four of you.
We can go if you like.
Yeah, we do not even live here.
Stay right where you are.
Whatever you want, I know we can come to a peaceful solution. I don't think you want to hurt anyone.
What I want is to get in this fucking safe.
I can't help you there. I don't know the combination.
You said he knew the combination.
I lied.
Why?
To stall for time.
Time to do what?
I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead.
Listen to me, my elfin friend. Your journey down the path of darkness has brought you to a split in the road. If you go one way, you will continue your life of theft, violence, and desperation. A life which can only end in the futile realization that you have wasted your brief respite from the void on shallow and brutal pursuits. But if you go the other way, you can still experience the sublime beauty available to the pitiful denizens of this broken world. You need only take the joy you are attempting to steal from this place and share it instead. For when we share joy with others, we also embrace it ourselves, and in so doing learn the only truth worth knowing in this life, that there is no past, and there is no future. There is only now!
Come here, you apple-cheeked bastard! Keep me from eating Chinese food on Christmas Eve and also hold my friends hostage, will you fucker?
Was that from your play?
Yeah, my monologue at the end of the second act. I had to adapt it somewhat to fit our predicament, but improvisation is an essential implement for an actor's toolbox.
I really liked it.
Me too. It was good.
Danke.
Okay, Jack, I think he's had enough.
When you next look in the mirror, you'll see I've brutalized you without making a mark. Never fuck with a bear who leaves no trace behind. Let that be a lesson to you as well.
Jack, that was incredibly brave, charging him like that when he had a gun.
Eh? Oi, that pistol's nothing but a rubber toy, you dumb ape.
Are you serious?
Even if it was real, did you actually think a gun that size posed a threat to you?
Who am I, Samuel Colt? I don't know from pistols. I'm not a right-wing gun nut. Or a left-wing gun nut. I think they both suck, which is the only form of horseshoe theory I subscribe to, by the way.
Okay, so you win. Big, tough bunch of guys ganging up on an elf, 4-on-1.
It was only one of us who thrashed you.
And don't you forget it.
What are you gonna do with me now? Call the cops?
I say we string him up by his heels and turn him into a Christmas piñata.
I say we lock him in the safe.
We don't know the combination.
We don't know the combination.
I've never spoken this sentence before and probably won't ever again, but I think Steve should decide. He was the one held at Toy Point for the longest.
Let him go.
Himmel, Arsch und Zwirn!
After all the work I put into pummeling him.
Really?
Yes, really. This elf doesn't rob because he's evil. He robs to survive. He lives in the same world we all do. A world that can be cold and unforgiving, especially to those who can't find their place in it. This elf doesn't act out of malice, he acts out of need. And what better time of year to show generosity and mercy to those in need than this one? Call the police? I don't work for them. Punish him for his crime? I'm not fit to be his judge. Who knows? Perhaps this one act of kindness will encourage this poor, broken soul to turn away from a life of crime and heal himself. That's not up to me. That's up to him. But since his immediate fate is up to me, I say we give him that opportunity to become a better person. Let him go. It's Christmas.
What do you think of that?
I think it sounds like a long-winded rewrite to the ending of The Blue Carbuncle.
Yeah, and your ass had better be glad that's one of my favorite Christmas stories. Now take a hike.
And stop robbing houses. At least houses this size.
Ja, steal only from the rich.
That's a good rule of thumb.
I called a cab for the elf and made him some sandwiches in case he gets hungry between here and wherever he's going.
Okay.
Jack and Hans are waiting upstairs. Did you still want to go have dinner at Rick's?
Yes, but before we go, would you like to know the punchline?
What?
Oh, no. Fuck, what the... Fuck!
You were expecting it to open?
Yes! It's always unlocked. It's been unlocked for years. The dial is always kept on the last number of the combination, so you can just turn the handle and open it. Fuck! That fucking elf must have scrambled it while he was trying to crack it. God damn it! If I'd known that, I never would have let him go.
I guess you're lucky he didn't try the handle first.
Yeah, so lucky.
Because then he would have gotten away with what's inside.
You're right. Okay. Let's go eat.
Maybe you can learn to crack a safe by watching a video.
Good idea. Do we have Bad Santa? Hey folks, thanks for watching our Christmas special. It felt good to do a full-length episode again, didn't it?
It sure did.
Anyway, here's Stuffy to tell you about how you can help us out. Stuffy?
Hi, everybody. We hope you enjoyed our show. If you did, please click the like button, share the video, and subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like to help us make more videos, please consider becoming a supporter by going to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron, or clicking the join button to become a channel member.
Thank you. So, are you going to see Hans's Christmas play? What's it called? Death of Hope?
Thief of Joy. Yes, he said they're doing one more show tomorrow, Christmas night, and I think Jack and I are going. Do you want to come too?
God, yes. Hans co-wrote, directed, and stars in it. I'm dying to see it.
Nothing like a depressing holiday drama.
Maybe, but I bet it's not as depressing as we think it is.
Oh?
Yeah. Hans puts out this bleak, tortured, Byronic Teuton vibe, but I think deep down he's just as soft and sentimental as any of us. I'm sure the play has some really heavy, super serious, dramatic theater stuff in it, but I bet it ends with, like, a Christmas sing-along.
What song? O Tannenbaum? Stille Nacht in the original German?
Or just Hans on stage leading the cast and the audience in a rousing chorus of "We wish you ein Merry Christmas, we wish you ein Merry Christmas."
Do you mock me?
Oh. Hi, Hans.
Hey Hans. Sorry, didn't know you were still here, buddy.
You will regret your sneering taunts when you experience my play in all its terrible ecstasy.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Hans.